It's your boy Keys. Welcome back. We'll be looking at what is an IDO, initial DEX offering. So live on Binance Academy. So we'll be reviewing this article and picking out some of the basics. As says an IDO is a crypto token offering run on a decentralized exchange DEX. So liquidity pools LP play an essential role in IDOs by creating liquidity post sale. So a typical IDO lets users lock funds in exchange for new tokens during the token generation event. So some of the raised funds are then added with the new token to an LP liquidity pool before being returned later to the project. So IDOs basically provide a cheap and simple way for projects to distribute their tokens. IDOs have been around for a while, but they are still evolving and providing new models like initial farm offering. So we may also see increasing KYC requirements as the area becomes more regulated. If you want to enter an IDO, you need a digital wallet like MetaMask and some crypto to the subscribe and pay transaction fees. You also need to basically do your own research on the project and invest via a trusted DEX. This includes looking closely at the IDO's mechanics and the project's team and tokenomics. So as always, only invest what you're comfortable of losing as token offerings involve high risk. The introduction to token offering is usually an exciting opportunity for investors in the crypto ecosystem as it gives them the chance to buy a token at its launch price can be extremely rewarding. This is just one side of the story. So looking back at ICO initial coin offering craze of 2017 on Ethereum, it wasn't all entirely positive. Scams and rug pulls were widespread, and investors often suffered big losses. Since then, the crypto community has developed alternative token offering methods, including national exchange offering, national DEX offering, security token offering, among others. So IDOs have become a popular choice. But how does this differ from ICO, and is it safer for investors to use? So looking at token offerings, a token offering is a fundraising method where a project or startup supplies a new cryptocurrency for sale. So crowdfunding methods can vary, such as using a centralized crypto exchange platform to manage the process, working with a local financial regulator, STO, or simply doing it alone, ICO. So some investors purchase the coins for their utility while others do it for speculation. For example, you might use the coin for farming, staking, governance, and more. And you want to look at how IDOs work. So the rules and stages of an IDO depend on the DEX running it. So one, after a vetting process, a project is accepted to uh, run an IDO on a DEX. They offer a supply of tokens for a fixed price, and users lock their funds in return for these tokens. So investors will receive the tokens during the token generation event later. Usually, there is an investor whitelist. You might have to complete a marketing task to join the list, or simply provide your wallet address. Three, it says some of the funds raised are used to create liquidity pool with the project's token. The rest of the funds will be given to the team. Investors can then trade the token after the TGE. Typically, the provided liquidity is locked for a second certain period. At the end, the TGE, the tokens are transferred to the user, and the liquidity pool opens for trading. Now, looking at the feature of IDO model, it says an IDO model, while the model above is a typical IDO, token offerings are always changing. For example, we also have IFO, initial farm offering model, which is increasingly popular. It's hard to say whether it can be called a traditional IDO, but it depends on the same core concept, liquidity pools, and decentralized exchanges. So these are some of the perks you want to take note of. So another possible change to IDOs may be the requirement of KYC and AML, anti-money laundering processes. The financial regulators worldwide are taking a bigger interest in DeFi and its regulatory status. So AML and KYC are now standard for decentralized exchanges, and DEX may also be subject to the same rules in the future. So for the advantages, we have lots of them. Say one, you don't need to deal directly with a project and trust their smart contracts. You don't need to deal directly with a project and trust their smart contracts. A reliable IDO platform will have several successful sales completed. If the smart contracts are the same, you can have some trust in the offering. And Two, he said immediate liquidity provided post sale, so no signups are usually required. The IDOs are affordable and accessible for projects. IDOs often have anti-whale measures put in place to prevent dips and more. So what are the disadvantages of IDOs? Well, first of all, we do have the no KYC or AML and less due diligence of most projects. Now, the difference between these, we have a loads of difference here. So we want to check out this difference, no vetting process and PEX fundraising and more token, KYC, AML, available. So these are some of the major differences we have as regards IDOs, IEOs, and ICOs. So you want to understand the basics. So where can I find IDOs? Basically, the first place to find an IDO is from the project itself. By getting involved with the project's community and following their social media handle lets you know. Most times, CoinMarketCap has a list of token offerings available to view. Not all of these will be IDOs, but CoinMarketCap clearly labels which says are. So how to enter an IDO? You can enter an IDO. You need a crypto wallet that can connect to dApps, MetaMask, or Binance Chain. You also need some crypto to buy the tokens and pay for transaction fees. Uh, Basically, this is the major concept of how to get these IDOs. Staying safe. First of all, you want to use the correct link to subscribe to the IDO. There are loads of cloned links. You want to use a trusted DEX launchpad. Step three, you want to research the products you're investing in. Make sure it has utility and it's the team behind it are trusted and well known. You want to check the ideal terms and conditions. Invest only what you can afford to lose. And popular IDO launchpad platforms, we have loads of them. We have Binance and more. So a simple way to search through them is through CoinGecko's list. Top launchpad coins by market and capitalizations. In conclusion, so with their mix of ease of use, affordability, and accessibility, IDOs have, however, become a standard fundraising crypto market model for many new projects in the crypto market. In fact, token offerings have become an industry in itself. So to summarize, you are usually safer taking part in a sale through a decentralized liquidity exchange than a project. So nevertheless, a huge part of success in an IDO is picking the right project. So for this, nothing beats good old-fashioned research in the crypto space. Stay safe, guys. Bye, keys. Peace out, and one love.